What's going on, my people? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF the Network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF the Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys could donate to the channel. All right, I'm finally off fucking work, man. I gotta clean up all this shit up. The shit that's been sitting here, I gotta clean all this shit up. I got a couple of days off. I'm going to clean this shit up. That shit gonna look mad different next time y'all see it. But anyway, but yeah, I'm off, people. Finally, I've been working for the damn 2 weeks straight. But yeah, man. So I think the Supreme Court passed some type of, well, they're not passed, but they ruled or agreed with kicking Haitians out. Right, mainly Haitians, but so for some weird reason, some black people, Black Americans, you could say, felt a certain type of way about it, right? Like we didn't, like from my understanding, some black people. Listen, listen. I always tell people I don't speak for all black people, right? I speak for I consider myself speaking for the majority of black people. But I don't speak for all black people, and I don't condone all black people's behavior. Right? It'll be irresponsible of me to do that. Right? Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, brother Bell? But it'll be very irresponsible of me to do that. Right? That's like me saying I agree with everything that black people say. Right? Everything's racism. Like, right? You get what I mean? It's like the weirdest shit in the world. I say a whole group of these people are like this, right? It'd be irresponsible of me. Actually, I wouldn't be no better than the people that I criticize that does do that shit. Just like this Haitian sister that's getting ready to do it. This don't mean all Haitian people is bad. Or she represent all Haitian people. But it's a nice little bit of y'all to act like this. But anyway, so some black folks almost was, I guess, if she, from my understanding of how she feel about it, they was okay. They was like, yeah, send their ass back, and I don't know, like it was like somehow of she felt like this black YouTuber or TikToker or whatever, you know. Said that yes, they okay with Trump getting rid of them. Listen, let me say this. I'm not here to criticize the whole community of Haitian people. You still my brothers and sisters, a lot of y'all. I ain't gonna say all of y'all are, but the ones that I fuck with, the ones that ride with black folks, or ride without people, because we black at the end of we black in the from the start, and we black at the end of the day. But I understand it's a culture differences. I get that shit, but understand when some of my Haitian people, or a lot of y'all, do not check these type of Haitian people, then it looks bad on you. And this is why I told black folks, right? Like, I'm not going to sit around and pretend that black people don't do shit wrong. Or some of us don't, some of us don't do wrong, right? Like, you get what I mean? Niggas get called out fucking with me, right? And black people got to be consistent of doing that. We can't keep giving other black people passes, Black Americans, whoever they are, giving them passes and shit because they black. No, fuck that. So this is my message to the Haitian community. And it's going to all the communities, even if it's for our Black Americans, right? For our culture, right? Listen, you have to check your own people. And if ain't enough of y'all are doing that, then that's the problem. Right? That still don't give a person like me the right to say it's all of y'all that feel this way, right? But you got to check your own people. Now, for this Haitian woman to get out here and spew white supremacy, listen. You first of all, you make Haitian people look bad. Number one, right? As a culture. You make all of us as black people look bad. You are an embarrassment. I just want this. I want this. And she looks like she's an elderly lady, right? So I'm trying to be as respectful as I can, but I know as this goes on, I know I'm gonna get real annoyed and I'm gonna start being disrespectful. Right? So I'm trying to be responsible be respectful in the beginning. But to this woman, this Haitian woman, listen, you are in an embarrassment. And I keep saying this about sellouts and coon ass niggas. Like, the problem with you niggas is not a lot of feedback from the black community of counseling y'all. I don't give a fuck what white folks do for you. Or whoever racist white folks give you their money, whatever. Black people need to hold our own people accountable when they do fuck shit. And that's the problem why you see a lot of these celebrities out here buck dancing and cooning. But anyway, and it seems like some of the celebrities are supposed to be stood up brothers and sisters. They pick and choose who they want to call out. No. Niggas, we on code at this point, or at least trying to be on code, and these niggas trying to fuck the code up. I'm a individual black person. Nobody's saying that you ain't that, but when it comes to being black, we should be on code. But like I said, all this was happening, and that's why I said I feel ashamed of sellout black folks. I'm ashamed of you. I ain't even disappointed at this point no more. I'm ashamed of you. And a part of me, it breaks my heart because I see exactly what's going on, and you may see it or you may not. But if you do see it, it's even worse, right? But I see how they're using y'all to tear down the rest of us. And it's a damn shame that you're so greedy and selfish that you see it or you don't see it, but it's still fucked up. But it's worse if you do know. It's worse that you do if you do see it. But anyway, this Haitian woman goes off on Black Americans because certain Black Americans she's seen said send their ass back, agreed with Trump or whatever, right? And she took offense of that. And I want y'all to hear what she's saying, but I want you to realize it's a comparison, right? That I want you to put together of where you heard this type of language before. Right? And it was recent. We ain't got to go deep back down. It was a recent person that just came out, and they was white. And they said the exact same shit, almost the exact same shit that this Haitian woman said about Black Americans. But let's get into it.
So America, I came to talk to my Black Americans on TikTok. Now I know that you guys are very relevant to anybody.
My Black Americans. What that mean? Bitch, you are black. But I get it. But she comes off condescending, and I can't stand her face at this point because she says a lot of stupid shit out of her mouth, but her face annoys me. But anyway, people, let's get back into it a little bit.
So America, I came to talk to my Black Americans on TikTok. Now, I know that you guys are very relevant. Anybody on TikTok, including myself, I am very relevant, and so are you. But here's the thing, you have a reach, right? You have a reach that your content and what you say reach other people. So
the problem is way too many people that are out here doing this shit. There's too many people feel like they're important when everybody ain't a leader. Some people are just soldiers, right? So I just don't like that everybody. Boy, if you don't be quiet. But I don't really like that everybody feel like they gotta say just because they got a phone and they can record live. It actually, honestly, it makes when you trying to create a movement, it makes it worse because everybody feel like they important. I mean, everybody's important, but to a certain extent, right? When you shouldn't be the person that should be speaking on stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like you're not in a position sometimes to be speaking on certain shit when you don't have all the information, or when you're just saying certain shit just because you have an opinion. And you gotta understand sometimes you have an opinion or whatever you're thinking. If you haven't worked that shit out, or how you going to explain it, you can offend people. And that's my issue with people. Everybody having all this access because they got an opinion. Let me just get on TikTok. Let me get on YouTube, on the social media, and say how I feel. And and like, did you really think that shit out? That's a part of the problem with society. But anyway, each his own.
And TikTok.
She said relevance. That's what I mean. Everybody ain't fucking relevant. You know what I mean? Like honestly. And the crazy shit about it, people don't really understand what I mean by that. It's not like I'm trying to like shit on people. You're not as relevant as you think you are. Right? Because once you die, motherfuckers will get over you and don't miss you. Maybe certain people. But you're not that relevant in this social media, this fame that everybody trying to reach and touch because they can and have an opinion. Nobody gives a fuck after you gone. They probably care for a day or two, maybe. And it depends how relevant you show your ass on this social media shit and the streaming shit. So, to each his own. Like I said, hey man, I don't do this shit to be relevant. I do this shit to reach my people and have my people thinking about shit. That's it. I don't want to change minds of people because I believe everybody can take a little bit from somebody and use it as their own and mix it with their shit and come out with a different conclusion than I may have. So that's how I look at shit. So these motherfuckers that be on social media, even this lady, like you're not even doing this to. You did this to insult people. What I'm doing is exposing you, not to just embarrass you, because I'm gonna try to embarrass the fuck out of you, but because you're totally wrong and disrespectful. But it's a lesson in it. It's a lesson in we gotta check people for shit like this. But and to allow people to get on platforms and lie, like that's what's bothering me. When they're not that educated in the shit that they're saying, they just be watching shit and hearing shit or whatever they little experience in life. They think that that's how everybody is. Like, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, let's move on.
So America, I came to talk to my Blackamericans on TikTok. Now, I know that you guys are very relevant. Anybody on TikTok, including myself, I am very relevant, and so are you. But here's the thing, you have a reach, right? You have a reach that your content and what you say reach other people. So I came to talk to you folks today. What's your problem with migrants? The way that I see you guys treating the Haitians. What's your problem?
Man, first of all, let me just say this. Listen, I could say all Haitians that I have had interactions with, or a lot of them I have met and had interactions with, a lot of them are rude as fuck. They just are. Honestly, and believe it or not, the Haitians that I do know that ain't rude and shit like that I have talked to, they tell you that they not just rude to black people, black Americans. They rude to a lot of people. They type of people like to mind their own business. A lot of immigrants is like that, right? So what's this thing about you? Just because my experience or your experience with black people, black Americans, saying or maybe mistreating what you're seeing, what you've seen, or what your experience is. Why are you grouping all black people like we all feel that way? I don't talk shit about all Haitian people. You get what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have a problem with what she's saying if she wouldn't try to group all black people like we all treat Haitian people bad or some shit, or we got a problem with all immigrants. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But that's what I mean. That's that white supremacy in her. Right? So, but like I said, they a lot of these immigrants people, I say some, I won't say a lot. I say some of these immigrant people, they tell on themselves if you let them speak long enough. That's why I say social media is a good and a bad thing, because a lot of times social media expose these type of people. So now people that's around her in that community of her that she probably be faking like she like, now they know what type of motherfucker this type of person is. That goes for everybody. I don't give a fuck what race you are, but that's the good part about social media. That's the only good part. I mean, there's other good parts, but that's one of the good parts. But this lady is losing her mind. Why would you just group all black people like that? Like we all got a problem with immigrants. Like, fuck are you talking about? One side of my family come from being immigrants. What is you talking about? You get what I mean? And then on one side, I come from, people that were slaves in this country. Right? So, like, I almost see both sides of the shit in a way, but I guess because I'm so knowledgeable about shit that I kind of don't. I side, like, I ain't gonna say I side with it. I'm with my people all as well. If I feel like black Americans getting out of, like, I call Dr.Umar and some of these dudes out, like, even to she, like, I call these dudes out, like, y'all niggas be going too far with that shit. You get what I mean? Like, sometimes they be going too far, and you gotta check niggas that's black Americans. You gotta check them. Black Americans be wrong about shit. We cross lines. You get what I mean? But this whole notion that this woman, because you angry because of some black people, black Americans said some fuck shit. You group all black people as that we all this. And when you say that, you make an ass of yourself because we know it ain't true. It's so easy to prove this shit to them. It's not even funny at this point. But anyway, let's move on. Oh, fuck me.
For the acute treatment of migraine with or without aura in adults,
how the fuck
Nurtec ODT can provide.
I want you to break down very quickly.
My bad.
What it is that we used to do.
Oh, shit. Oh, fucked up.
Treating the Haitians. Why are you so mad at them? You realize that you treat your slavery, that your content and what you.
My My bad, people.
On TikTok. Now, I know that you guys are very relevant. Anybody on TikTok, including myself, I am very relevant, and so are you. But here's the thing. You have a reach, right? You have a reach that your content and what you say reach other people. So I came to talk to you folks today. What's your problem with migrants? The way that I see you guys treating the Haitians. What's your problem? You realize that you treat your slave masters that have enslaved you for centuries better than you're now treating the Haitians. Why are you so mad at them? Because they came here.
Who told you that? Or that's what you see from certain black people? Why are you grouping all black people don't do what you just said? I'm not saying you're wrong about some motherfucking black folks, Black Americans. Because there's a lot of these coons out here. But I'm just saying. But see, that's my whole point of why you grouping, why you doing what white supremacists is doing. You talking about black people treating our enslavers better than we treat immigrants. You can say, you talking about Haitians, right? Well, you're doing the same exact shit that you're accusing us of doing. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? And I'm not saying some of them, you talking to some Black Americans, but you ain't talking to all of us. That's my issue. It's so irresponsible. Like, this is irresponsible. Her video is irresponsible. And this is what I mean. The Haitian community should be checking her ass. This is what I mean. And we're going to get into the Kevin Hart shit, or where a lot of, when black people, Kevin Hart got out, we checked his ass. And it was a lot of us. And we know it was some coonery shit, niggas coming out trying to defend this bullshit. But black people that stand on business when it comes to us and how we're perceived and how another brother of ours that we supported and put him on this pedestal, and you get out there and shuck and jack. We get into that. But my point is, we check niggas like that. The Haitian community, check this bitch. Now, I told y'all I'm going to get disrespectful because she's starting to anger me. Because I don't have to, listen, this type of shit is embarrassing, but a part of this shit I don't really got time for. Because we got more bigger issues to deal with. But we do not need people like this putting out misinformation about all Black Americans. Just like I won't put out disinformation to talk about all Haitians. It's irresponsible. That's the only reason I'm even talking about this shit. And how powerful social media is, because this woman, I guess she's somewhat famous on TikTok. It's a lot of people watch that bullshit. Watch her bullshit ass content. But anyway, let's move on.
Realize that you treat your slave masters that have enslaved you for centuries better than you're now treating the Haitians. Why are you so mad at them? Because they came here and they work hard to achieve the things that they have, while you lazy that on the farewell welfare system because your grandmother, mama, and everybody else was brought up on it. The people.
If I never let y'all hear this shit, y'all wouldn't believe me. Listen, man, I'm trying to be nice here. Listen, lady, you so irresponsible and you so disrespectful and you so ignorant as fuck that you shouldn't even be speaking. You shouldn't even have a platform to be speaking on if you're going to say ignorant, dumb shit that you just said. First of all, lady, listen to me very, very clearly. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Number two, my grandmother did not grow up on the welfare system. My grandmother been working. She started working when she was about 16 or 15 years old. And my grandma kept a job and 2, she was about they had to make my grandmother retire. My family had to make her retire because the last incident she got into, somebody tried to rob her or some shit or whatever, right? And we was like, Grand, come on, yeah. And my grandma type motherfucker, unless it was miles away, like crazy miles away, my grandma walked everywhere. Even though we had bus lines and all that shit, get cabs and all that shit when cabs was popping. Ubers, all that shit, she still will walk. My grandma started probably working around in her early 70s. And it probably was later than that. So that's why this is what I mean by you group all black people in like you this is what all we did. All black people did this. It's black lawyers and doctors the fuck out here. What are you talking about? Black America? What the fuck is you on? What are you talking about? Black school teachers. Black school teachers been teachers, grandmothers been teachers that I know now that still work in the school system. They might not be teachers no more, but they higher ups. What the fuck are you talking about? And let me explain something to you. Man, once again, the third part. When it comes to this welfare shit, listen to me very, very clearly, because it seems to me that you are so uneducated in this realm of what you're speaking in. Welfare was not created for black people in this country. And it damn sure wasn't created for you as a Haitian immigrant. You wouldn't be in America if it wasn't for black Americans. You wouldn't be able to come over here and like you said, work hard and do what you do. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for black Americans. I'll answer. So was Martin Luther King lazy, bitch? Huh? Was Harriet Tubman? All these people, was they lazy? Because you said grandparents and great-grandparents. You're talking about generations of black people of excellence. And just because white supremacy like to put a notion and picture through social media and even before social media on a world stage, or which was public media, right? Just because they put that narrative out there doesn't mean it's true. So Martin Luther King was lazy too, huh? Coretta Scott King, the Obamas, all of them lazy. Shit, we can just talk about the 2 black sisters, Obama daughters. Nigga, they in school. They doing shit with their life. They got organizations. They got businesses going on. The fuck are you talking about, lady? I got family members ain't never been on fucking welfare. What the fuck are you talking about? And I'm talking about after if their parents was on it. Once they got older, or I got older, I ain't never been on welfare. Fuck are you talking about? I'm 45. What the fuck are you talking about? I've been working since I was fucking, 18 years old. My wife was working since she was 16 years old. What the fuck are you talking about? This is what I mean about them grouping all black people. It's white supremacy talk. That's all she's talking about. It's ignorant. And it's disappointing to hear another black person, regardless she Haitian or not, to say this bullshit. Like, goddamn, are you that goddamn ignorant to the history of this fucking country? Or is this your whole First of all, let me just say this. Let me just let you know how fucked up maybe her situation is. Okay? She must be around these Black Americans that's on that. Because she said this is part of her experience, right? So, what if, bitch, you must be in the hoods. What you expect in the hood? But everybody in the hood ain't on government assistance, on welfare. Black people don't even call that shit welfare anymore. Call it government assistance. Fuck, we call it welfare. What the fuck are we talking about? I got nieces and godkids. They ain't never been on welfare once they turned adults and started working on their own. What are you talking about, lady? And then first of all, let me explain something to you. Everybody needs some assistance in this country. That's why we pay taxpayer money. Everybody's down there on welfare, or if you want to put it that way, or government assistance. Everybody has that shit. That's taxpayer money. And just because you don't go get food stamps and all that other shit, or what they call it, the housing shit. God damn it. It'll come to me. Just because you don't do that doesn't mean that you don't get government assistance. Everybody gets government assistance. In some shape, how? Some way, shape, and how. And ma'am, you came over here through government assistance. You didn't just start off, they just dropped you off with nothing. You got some type of government assistance. Every immigrant gets that. Where the fuck you think that money come from? And mind you, you didn't pay no taxes yet. Every immigrant that come over here get government assistance. So now you want to shit on government assistance, what you call as welfare? Yeah, all right, lady. I told you, having these conversations with stupid people is a waste of my energy and time. Because I told you I could debunk everything they said. And the reason I can do that is because I make sure that I somehow be in tune to what the fuck is going on, or know something about history. Educate myself before I just randomly make me a TikTok and come out because I'm angry that some black people, black Americans, black Americans made her highly upset is because they somehow, you think they agreed with Trump to kick y'all out. It's two black people on the Supreme Court. We know the one, black America criticized that coon ass nigga, Clarence Thomas. That piece of shit. But the other black person on there, Miss Jackson, she ain't vote for y'all to leave. She went against that shit. So now she ain't shit either. She lazy. She a Supreme Court justice. See how ignorant your statement is, bitch. So she lazy. Okay, let's move on.
Because they came here and they work hard to achieve the things that they have, while you lazy that on the farewell welfare system because your grandmother, mama, and everybody else was brought up on it. The people, just want to know. Because the majority of you that I see singing praises to that orange, that's what you're on. Living in the projects. Majority of the Haitians don't live in projects. Click that. They do not.
You're a liar. You are a liar. Because they damn sure is not allowing, they damn sure are not shipping you in good white neighborhoods. So even if they ship you into a white neighborhood, what's some Haitians out there in Cleveland? That community is a trailer park. That's the ghetto. That's the hood. That's the projects. That's the white projects. The fuck are you talking about, bitch? You are a liar. They do not put y'all in good communities. Them white people do not want y'all around them. Listen, the Haitians they brought over here to go into this white area, which had some, somewhat middle class at one point in time. The white people started getting on crack or whatever the fuck they was on meth, whatever. And then they had jobs and shit around there. The white people moved away, or they went to jail, or they got hot, or the community got older, so they couldn't work there. Right? Just physically they couldn't. So they was having a problem of employing people in a white community. The fuck are you talking about? And you want to wonder why black people, we won't go work those type of jobs? Because some of us already do in our community. So why the fuck would we go over there to their white community and we hurting over here? And then if you know anything about the hood, ma'am, a lot of those jobs are in white neighborhoods. They're not in the inner cities. I don't know where the fuck they got this lady from or where this lady come from, but she ignorant as fuck. Talking about, a lot of Haitians don't live in the hood. Yeah, you do. And man, immigrants, and let me just say this. It's not when immigrants come to the hoods, they upgrade the community. Oh, I'm just talking about living. They live like hood motherfuckers. Sometimes worse. I deliver there to some of them communities. And not to say all of them like that, but come on now. The fuck are you talking about? Y'all are not in the suburbs. Y'all work your way up, just like black people from the hood, Blackamericans, work their way up to get to better communities. But don't act like they drop y'all off into the suburbs. Bullshit. Y'all don't have shit when you come here. So how the fuck they just gonna drop you off somewhere? And then some of the motherfuckers that do come over and get dropped off, they got sponsors, which is they people that already then got dropped off from where they from. They done moved away, but they still got their hood business. That's how they, you know what I mean? They got business in the hood and they work their way up. And then they got enough money and the sponsors or whatever to go get bring their people over. So a lot of them don't have to go to the hoods and live. And it's not a lot of them, it's some of them. It ain't even some, it's a little small percentage of them. It's not a lot of them. It's not some of them. It's a small percentage. The fuck is she talking about? Listen, I keep trying to tell y'all, it really don't matter what race it is or culture. People, when they come from some people, when they come from fucked up shit and they make it, and they almost get, it's like a bougie thing. That's what we call bougie. Act like they better. I'm better than y'all now. But when they was grinding, they felt like they was like everybody else. Until they moved up and got their own shit. Now they better. That's why I say I never lose my humanity of that. I understand where the fuck I come from. That's why I can go anywhere and adapt. Anywhere. Because I don't lose that part of who I used to be or where I came from. Motherfuckers want to get all bougie and shit. Anyway, shout out to my brother, my little brother LT in the building. What up, L? Listen, man, listen. Them motherfuckers listen, the crazy shit about it, it ain't all popping in like they say like Little Haiti, all that shit down there. That shit ain't popping like that, bro. That shit is the hood. They didn't turn that shit into Haiti. That's why it's called Little Haiti. And if you ever been to Haiti in the slums, that's how they look. Just trying to tell y'all. Now, we be wrong. There's some beautiful shit in Haiti. But they got a lot of issues over there. That shit is like a third world country over there. Let's just be real. It's like Mexico. Oh, we like Mexico, like great shit. Nigga, it's a third world country over there. In certain parts, that's good. But a lot of that shit is third world country. The reason they get mad at us black people, they come down hoods, they be like, well, why y'all can't? Because they shit, our hoods is nowhere compared to that shit. That's why. That's why they be talking down to black people, Black Americans. That's why they do it. Listen, lady, black people are not the ones telling y'all that y'all have to adapt to America. We didn't say that. White people come out, you see them all on the networks, they all on the internet. If they don't come over here and adapt to American culture, go home. That ain't black people. Listen, if it is, and I ain't gonna say if it is, if there's some black people that she's talking about saying that type of shit, number one, they most likely is coons. They sell outs anyway. We don't fuck with them anyway. On the other hand, we probably do fuck with them, and they probably have bad interactions. But they ain't no better than you. Because they should know better. But I guess not. They just as ignorant as you are. Because you just can't go off, oh, well, just my experiences with some of these people, all of them like that. That's the most ignorant shit in the world, bro. God damn. And understand, American culture would fuck you up, though. Right? Like, if you got a culture, but just imagine, black people, see, the thing about the immigrants, some of them that don't understand this, is that y'all come with culture. Right? So it's easy for y'all to just kind of stay to yourselves, build a little shit to wherever y'all are. It's hard for black people to do that. Black Americans, we've been stripped of our culture. So we created a culture. And we still building on it. Because we had bumps in the road. And we had the white supremacists in this country, our own government, making sure they tore it down. And continues to do it. So that's why I believe that you've seen a lot of black American people not being arrogant, but almost like, man, listen, man, you motherfuckers better get on. Y'all, listen, we ain't saying we better than y'all, but we saying that y'all motherfuckers better recognize who the culture is. White people don't have no culture in this country. They don't. They stole every goddamn thing. We didn't steal shit. We create shit. They stole everything. Even religion, they stole that shit. That's not Christianity is not their religion. They stole it. Listen, no, I know. I ain't maybe misunderstanding me. No, what I'm saying is, if you go to a lot like some of them Haitian areas, right? They got like Haitian town or whatever, right? That shit looks like where they come from. That shit is the hood. A lot of that shit. I ain't saying all of it's bad, but a lot of that shit is hood. That's all I was saying. But no, listen, I know all of them still a Black American. Listen, every culture has stole from Black America's culture. They can deny it all they want. They can pretend, whatever. But every culture has stolen from Black Americans' culture. We are unique in a way. I'm just being honest. We ain't better. We just unique. And the reason that we're so unique is because we have been stripped from culture. Our ancestors got stripped from culture. That's why. Like, honestly, like if you ever notice, we damn near do shit better than everybody. The culture just different. And the crazy part about it, for generations now, just worldwide of Black Americans has been looked at as these stereotypes that she's talking about. Right? Never giving us credit. But the whole time, motherfuckers claiming shit, stealing shit from us, claiming it to be theirs, we have created it. And we get no respect, no shine. And then now when we like, yo, we told y'all in 2024, everybody mad at Black Americans because we like, yo, we done, bro. Like, yo, y'all on your own, man. We're just gonna worry about what we do. We tired of being y'all scapegoat. We tired of being on the fucking front line. And we get no results out of this shit other than betrayal. And now everybody mad at us. Now I ain't saying everybody in every culture all mad at us, but I'm just saying every culture and race that I'm talking about mad at us. It is what it is, man.
That I see singing praises to that orange. That's what you're on. Living in the projects. Majority of the Haitians don't live in projects. Click that. They do not. They work hard to live in good apartments for their kids.
She lying. She lying. She lying. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let's move on.
But Mr. Trump, here's the thing, Mr. Trump. Once those migrants
now she get ready to be racist. Now, understand, she's a migrant herself. And no, let's just move on. But here's this where I keep telling people, we have this in every culture, right? Every race. That way you have sellouts. They sell a race out. Right? The only people that we rarely go after really like that is white folks. Because when white people side on the right side of shit, we don't call them sellouts, but their people do call them sellouts. or nigger lovers or whatever, however you want to look at it, right? But they usually don't get the backlash from their people like that, right? They usually don't. It's that nice percentage of white people that actually push back of calling them sellouts to their race, right? And I say it's about a good 30% in this country. It's a good 30% of white people that pushes back to the rest of the white folks. That they may say that they selling out their race, right? It's ignorant shit, right? But it's a difference though. That shit is ignorant. That shit, them people that's talking that shit, the 30% I'm talking about, they're saying that to these white people, calling them sellouts to their race on some evil shit, right? They want to oppress others. Motherfuckers from different races like ours, right, and other races, when we call sellouts and people say they selling out their people, it's because we seeing them siding with racists. The evil, that 30%. So it's a difference, but every race has people that they will feel that sell out. But it is a difference when it's white people telling their people that they're selling out, right? Than it is with other races and cultures of people. It's just different. But anyway, let's move on.
Majority of the Haitians don't live in projects. Click that. They do not. They work hard to live in good apartments for the kids.
Look, and look, already, look, still in black people shit, that click that shit. That's a black woman came up with that. Black women came up with that. Click that. That's black American shit. They didn't create that. They mimic all black people shit. Even if she's trying to mock what we saying. I'm not trying to mock her accent or anything like that. Or that culture. Right? I'm not trying to mock it. Right? But you see how they gotta, even when they mock us, they still stealing our shit. But we ain't that important. We lazy and, all this other fucked up, anti-black shit. Crazy, bro. Even when they insulting us, they stealing our shit. Like this shit, you can't make this up.
Trump, Mr. Trump, here's the thing, Mr. Trump. Once those migrants go home, I want you to take off every single one of these able.
First of all, let me just time out. I'm sorry, y'all. First of all, for you to be calling him Mr. Trump, bitch, you sound like a sellout. I am not calling Donald Trump Mr. Nothing. Only thing, you know what? I will call him Mr. Mr. You can suck my dick. How about that? Pause. You usually don't play that pause shit, but that sounds a little, But that's about it. I ain't calling him Mr. Nothing. That motherfucker is a disgrace to humanity at this point. He's not even a disgrace just to society. He's a disgrace to humanity. So calling him Mr. Bitch, let me know what type of time you on, you sellout ass bitch. I'm ashamed of you.
Good apartments for the kids. But Mr. Trump, here's the thing, Mr. Trump. Once those migrants go home, I want you to take off every single one of these able off of the welfare system and take away their Obamacare too, sir.
Man, they already doing that. They're already doing that. Right? And man, let me just explain something to you too, because you're so ignorant. Right? Let me explain something to you. Because you're not that damn bright like you think you are. Do you know it's more white people on this welfare shit that you're talking about than Black Americans? Do you know that? Or you just too goddamn ignorant to even research that? It is more white people on welfare than it is black people. Black Americans, put it that way, since you want to do this type of shit. These are facts. This shit irritates me because it always seems like I have to explain shit that shouldn't have to be explained. So you listen, man, you can take all black people off of welfare and we ain't the percentage of why you, if you want to call it wasting money, I guess that's where you're getting at. But you can take all black people over there and they still be wasting, I get in their words, of wasting money, taxpayer money, because white people still gonna be on it. Man, let me explain something to you. Since you think you know Black Americans as much as you think, they're kicking Black Americans off of welfare. A lot of black folks, right? Not all black people, but in that percentage of people that's on welfare, they're kicking a lot of them off of that. Do you know who is really affecting more? White people. Because they're getting kicked off it too. And they're feeling the effects now. All the stupid racist Trump supporters that thought, oh, they just gonna kick all the black people off. It's a race. They wanted to make it a race that only they can be on welfare and kick all the black people and you, man, as an immigrant, a lot of your people off of it. And that's what they thought. But it's actually them kicking people off of welfare and getting rid of Obamacare and all that other shit is really, really affecting white people more than any other race. Did you go educate yourself on that, bitch, before you start speaking nonsense? Ma'am, I know black people that work 2 and 3 jobs because they don't want to be on welfare. Which it probably be better for their health if they didn't work 3 or 4 or 5 fucking jobs. I mean, 2 to 3 jobs. The fuck are you talking about? It probably helped their mental better. They probably wouldn't, a lot of Black Americans probably wouldn't be so mad about shit if they ain't had to work so goddamn hard. So, man, listen. Let's just move on.
Trump, here's the thing, Mr. Trump. Once those migrants go home, I want you to take off every single one of these able folks off of the welfare system and take away their Obamacare too, sir. Any one of these able-bodied folks that is talking their Mr. Trump, I know you listen to me. Take away all their.
Now, let me say this, right? She's saying take all the able bodies that can work. How you know they can work? Right, but she's saying the ones that could work, right? But you're making a broad statement about all black people on welfare, which we know that ain't true. But even the percentage of black people that's on welfare is not even compared to black people that actually got a job, like that actually work. It's more of us that work than us on welfare. Drug dealers ain't on fucking welfare. What the fuck are you talking about? But anyway, let's move on. This bitch made me forget my point. Hopefully I'm gonna play it back. Maybe it'll come back to me. This bitch made me forget my point because she pissing me off.
Here too, sir. Any one of these able-bodied folks that is talking their Mr. Trump, I know you listen to me. Take away all their welfare from them and let them go clean in the nursing home, sir. No, Mr. Trump. They wanted you to get rid of. Thank you, sir. You're getting okay. All right, you're doing what they asked you to do, sir. But make sure that all.
Whether you're a professional technician or simply take pride in maintaining your own cars, Harbor Freight.
You're doing what they ask you to do, sir. But make sure that all those fucks are in the nursing home working and cleaning.
What I wanted to say was, the black people that she probably seen that was talking shit, right, about, yeah, get rid of the Haitians, all that. A lot of, I guarantee you, I put money on this shit. A lot of them are not on welfare. So I don't know what the fuck. What are you so mad about? Why you mad at the poor black people? Then the motherfucker that you should be going after like, man, I'm going after you. I'm not going at the immigrants that's struggling out here or even the ones that's doing good. I'm going at the Haitian people like you, because it's a couple of y'all. Not a couple, it's some of y'all that says this type of shit and think it. I'm targeting you. I'm not targeting your whole community, your whole culture. Not doing that. But look what you're doing. The person that these black people that you probably getting upset with, that got you upset, is not on welfare. I guarantee you they ain't. Guarantee you they ain't. Now, listen, the motherfuckers that's on welfare, that's speaking that dumb shit, if it is somebody like that, they just as ignorant as you are. They just as stupid as you are. How the fuck you gonna get mad because some immigrants come over here and get welfare that you can't get, or you do have, or they get a little bit more than you? I can see how you get a little, it's unfair. But for you to be like, oh no, none of them should get any welfare. Bitch, you are on welfare. If it's some black American saying that, you are on welfare. How the fuck you can get mad at other motherfuckers on welfare? We know it depends what your circumstances is, even in black American shit. When you go to get welfare, everybody ain't gonna get the same amount. We all know that. How the fuck you gonna get mad? How are you gonna get mad at free money you get already? Because other motherfuckers get more free money than you. That's the stupidest. I ain't gonna say free. Well, for them, it's kind of free because if they not working, I get that. But like, what the fuck is, like, I don't understand that. But I guarantee you, the people that she upset at, that made her upset to make this video, these people ain't on welfare. But like I said, everybody get some type of government assistance because it used to be a middle class. It's not a middle class anymore. They done fuck that middle class. That middle class bullshit is out the window. Even when you go to like good neighborhoods, like, damn, these people got nice houses on it. Nigga, they got some type of government assistance. Or they still getting government assistance. It's still taxpayer money helping them. I just need y'all to understand that. Even in some of these neighborhoods that y'all see, these people are on government, they're getting some type of government help. They can't afford them fucking houses like that. Come on, man. Be real about that. Listen, and I ain't pocket watching. I'm just saying. It's a fact. A lot of these people can't afford these neighborhoods they living in. Not just by themselves. Not just going out working hard. They can have two motherfucking jobs. The neighborhoods they live in, these houses cost, and these type of neighborhoods, and these apartments where they at, come on, man. Our salaries at some of these jobs, get the fuck out of here, bro. And you still got to pay for food. We know two people in a household at work. Sometimes ain't enough for just two people. If you want to live in some of these neighborhoods. Come on, man. Come on. I told y'all, in capitalism, everybody is not supposed to be rich. Everybody, like, we live in this time where everybody think everybody's supposed to be rich. Everybody's supposed to be on a certain level. But everybody's not supposed to be there. Now, do people supposed to be can't eat and can't get health care? No. But having lavish lives and living in good houses and neighborhoods and having businesses, everybody ain't supposed to have that. Because if everybody has that, then who's making money? That's what capitalism is. Just to be very honest with people. But anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, okay, all right. You're doing what they ask you to do, sir. But make sure that all those fucks are in the nursing home working and cleaning out of your people's behind. Guys, are even worse.
Man, think about this. And see, and these type of immigrants tell on themselves. They have a lot of y'all that go work them jobs. Them jobs be open for a reason. Because black people already done it, and we like, nah, that's beneath us. Right? You call it arrogant, call it whatever, but we have done it. And they don't upgrade our pay, but they know that they can hire you to go do that bullshit. Some of these immigrants in some of their own countries be doctors and lawyers and shit. And they come over here and got to do that type of work. Because their lawyer degrees and doctor's degree, that shit don't matter in America. Honestly. We have seen this shit. So, man, y'all do a lot of those jobs because black people already done them and they didn't up the pay. And we moved on to something different. That's it. You're not doing anything that black people didn't do. A lot of black Americans, like you're not doing nothing that we didn't do. And so, we'll get them back. Remember, okay, man, let me explain something to you. They kicked out a lot of immigrants. They locked a lot of them up. And the farmers, for all that shit. Man, see, this is how ignorant you are, right? When Trump did all that, they all thought, them racist farmers, Trump, his administration, all of them, they all thought it. We was going to go back and do those jobs that the immigrants, that worked at the farms, that they rounded up, that black people was going to go do those jobs. They put warning signs, not warning signs, but wanted signs of they needed to hire people, and no black people showed up. See, I think you got the game fucked up. Black people will rather struggle to go, a lot of us will rather struggle or get back in them streets. Or we go to crime in a way, right? To go be working in some fucking field or the type of jobs you talking about. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And you can call it arrogance. No, it's just beneath us. Because we already listen, a lot of us understand our ancestors put in work for us not to be doing that type of shit. Especially if they're not up in the pay. See, you keep thinking we think we too good to do those jobs. It's not that. They didn't up the pay. See, you don't watch what black people, the black Americans actually be out here fighting for. You don't understand it because a lot of times y'all come over here, not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all, come over here and y'all stay amongst yourselves and work them bullshit ass jobs. And then you think, oh, this shit is, it's nothing to us to do. It's hard work, but you know, what they crying about? What? You don't sit down and talk to the black folks. You think black people complaining. We've been dealing with this shit before you got here. Our ancestors been dealing with this shit before you got here. Yes, the pay is better than our ancestors, right? A lot of them, listen, we got 200 years of black people working for free. What the fuck are you talking about, lady? We put our work in. So if you see some of our young folks or even me, like, I ain't working that shit. Listen, for us, it's not arrogance. It's a respect from what our ancestors put in to what we don't tolerate that bullshit. We stand on business with that. And if you can't understand that, then that's not us being arrogant. That's not us being disrespectful to you. Now, if you come over and do that, we ain't shitting on you. But don't get mad at us because of what? Or I'm sorry, or tell us we don't work hard. Or we lazy. We all on welfare. Bullshit. I ain't never been on welfare a day of my life other than when I was a child. And I didn't sign up for that shit. My mom did that. So that don't count for me. Never been on welfare. Fuck is you talking about? But everybody get government assistance, nigga. Everybody. Because there's no such thing as middle class no more. And that shit been like that for at least about 20, 25 years. So, ma'am, I don't know what fucking universe you live in or you stuck on stupid that you don't understand that. Dumbass. Shout out to my brother Game in the building. What up, Game? Gang stupid. Shout out to my man Gang.
The people that look like me and them, then they are the slave owners that have enslaved them for decades. Why is so bad? We choose to come and educate our children. They're not in prison serving life sentences or any sentence at all. They're excelling.
Man, why do you think all black people's kids is in jail and serving life sentences? Why would you think that? Like, what's wrong with you? They got y'all immigrants locked the fuck up in jail and breaking the Constitution of immigrant people, and you mad at us? We didn't do that. We had nothing to do with that. Now you can blame some coon ass niggas for that, and we will agree with you. But to say all black people are okay with that shit, no. The fuck are you talking about? They're making money off of y'all. And you didn't understand that because a lot of your people went out and voted for these type of people that's doing it to you. And I ain't gonna say some, it was a lot of y'all. So no. So now that's why black people are mad. We not mad because y'all come over here and work hard and all that shit. You trying to change the narrative because you trying to be on some white supremacy shit. No, we mad because some of y'all people are voting. A lot of y'all people are voting for white supremacy. And then when that shit backfires on you, you want the Blackamericans to step up and be in the streets and risk everything we got. Which we usually always do. But this time around, we exhausted. We're fatigued from all of y'all. This ain't just got nothing to do with immigrants. This got something to do with white America too. It's all of y'all. We're exhausted. We fatigued from this shit. We fatigued from America. Like, yo, we're like done at this point. We exhausted, bro. We just trying to live our lives, be us, bro. Y'all do y'all, we gonna do us, man. That's where we at, a lot of us. We're just gonna do us. We're gonna worry about we're gonna worry about our shit. No, I'm good, man. I'm working, man. I'm working, man. It's working, man. I like I told you, man. I actually, this is how you know I'm just worried about my own people. because I don't even do a lot of live streams like that no more. Because at this point, this shit is fatiguing. It's exhausting to keep coming out here talking about this shit. Shout out to my brother again. But I'm good. But yeah, y'all like, come on, bro. Nobody got time for this shit. This shit is embarrassing. This lady is embarrassing. She's not just embarrassing to the Haitian community. She's embarrassing to the whole black community. Because at the end of the day, we all black. Y'all got the same skin complexion. She's just embarrassing. And how ignorant she sound. She sound like a white supremacist. But let's move on.
Our fault. I'd like you to look deeply into your own self. In your own situation. Migrants come here with a mentality for a better life. You guys have the life right here and you guys didn't even want it. You threw it down the drain. And now you think that Mr. Trump deporting black and brown people is it's not gonna make your life better. But it will. Mr. Trump, here's the thing. I said no.
You know the crazy part? I wouldn't have a problem with what she's saying. If she's not saying all black Americans. That's why, listen, she's not really lying to some ignorant ass black people. Right? But you saying all black Americans. Excuse me. That's the issue. But anyway, let's move on.
No welfare for no able-bodied people in America. Take it away. We don't care about their kids because here's the thing. I didn't breed them to give them their kids, Mr. Trump. Take it away from all those fucks. And then,
you know what, man? And you know what? If that's the case, you know what birthright citizenship is? That actually goes away from your citizenship of your parents or you came over here the right way. That get rid of all that shit. So a lot of you Haitians will go. A lot of immigrants will go. They got they visas. Been here for 20, 30 years. Man, please. Like, just stop being so goddamn ignorant. Black Americans are not against immigrants. And I can say for the majority of us, we're not against y'all. So, I believe this lady was upset that she heard some shit from certain black Americans that, and I'm just be very honest about this, a lot of black Americans don't even know their history because they might come from immigrant family. They don't even know that. Like, I know that one side of my family is immigrants. That's the immigrant shit. Grandma of all of them. That's where that shit started. Well, that's on my dad's side. On my mom's side of the family, it's different. That shit come from slavery. A lot of my people was here already. A lot of my people was Native Americans. So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times, some of these black folks, they get out here, black Americans, I don't even know they black Americans, bro. They don't even know they fucking history. So when they get out here and they be speaking some of that shit that they be speaking, yeah. But my thing is, even if they do that, some so-called black Americans or black Americans say that, you don't group all black people all black people think like them. Or we all on that same accord with that bullshit. Because actually you make an ass of yourself. I have no problem with immigrants. No problem. Fuck, I got a problem with immigrants that come over here and work hard. Fuck, I got a problem with that for. Or they doing jobs that I wouldn't do. What I'm mad about? I ain't gonna shit on them and make fun of them for that. Especially where a lot of them come from. Fuck, I'm mad about. Nigga, I come from the hood. What the fuck I'm shitting on somebody that's doing some shit that, you know, come from the gutter with some shit. I should respect people that do that. Why would I shit on that? I come from that. But that's what I said. This is how ignorant she is. She's doing white supremacy work, and she don't even. If she realizes it, it's worse. But if she doesn't realize it, it's embarrassing. It's shameful.
I said no welfare for no able-bodied people in America. Take it away. We don't care about their kids, because here's the thing. I didn't breed them to give them their kids, Mr. Trump. Take it away from all those.
Think of how ignorant that is. She's saying all black, even the black children, Black American children, what the fuck they got to do with this? You heard a grown-ass adult say this. Or some grown-ass adult, Black American grown-ass adult say this. The fuck they got to do with their kids? I got an issue with racist people, racist grown-ups. I have no problem with their kids till they get a certain age, and then, you know, because they get taught that shit. But no child, I have no problem with no child that comes from a racist family. Why would I? Never mind, bro. I swear to God, explaining this shit is exhausting for me. I'm fatigued of this shit because, like, it's just ignorant shit that I have to keep trying to debunk, that, like, on some moral level. Now you want to bring harm to these kids? These kids ain't got nothing to do with their parents, or why their parents acting stupid and a fool. This is going off a narrative, or any narrative. Like, I don't take nothing out on no kids, man. Y'all know my motto, people. Shout out to my loss. Nigga, Kenny love the kids, nigga. I love the kids. Fuck out of here, bro.
I said no welfare for no able-bodied people in America. Take it away. We don't care about their kids, because here's the thing. I didn't breed them to give them their kids, Mr. Trump. Take it away from all those fucks. And let's see how it works out for them, Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump, here's the thing. You know what? They're really teaching me that I need to focus on what you're doing, and realize that what you're doing is really not a bad thing, sir. It's really not a bad thing. So, Mr. Trump, can you agree with me that
she's saying being racist is not a bad thing? Targeting her people is not a bad thing. See, you let them talk long enough, they tell on themselves. So targeting your people is not a bad thing, because that's what he do. You think Donald Trump gives a fuck about you, man, in any type of way? If he could deport your ass, he would deport your ass. And I don't know what your citizenship looks like, but I know you still got that accent. And I know if ICE ran up on you and you had that accent, they confronting you. Excuse me. In this administration, all they gotta do is hear an accent, and bitch, you better show all types of papers. You bet. How you saying, Mr. Trump? You better say yes, sir, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, to them ICE agents. Because if you don't, they gonna grab your ass up. And then a lot of times they don't give a fuck if they hear your accent. They just grab your ass up and they ain't even ask you for your papers. They'll work on that later, because they got a quota to lock people up like you. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Now you gotta understand this and understand it. And ma'am, you probably in a state or in a community where you're protected. That's the crazy part about it. Because if you was in a red state, in a red community with them Trump supporters, oh bitch, they will call ICE on you soon you get out of pocket. Soon your tone get a certain type of way. But you mad at Black Americans. Okay, We ain't calling ICE on your people. That ain't us. I don't even know what they upset. Nah, man. Let's move on. I don't even know what this lady upset about.
On what you're doing, you realize that what you're doing is really not a bad thing, sir. It's really not a bad thing. So, Mr. Trump, can you agree with me that once you're finished deporting, all these great people that have worked, that have supported our economy, that those evil fucks wants you to get out, Mr. Trump? Can you just let me know when you take them off the welfare system and when we're going to give them those jobs, sir? Mr. Trump, you told us the other day that you were going to get jobs in the factories. Mr. Trump, that's a great job. Take them out of the cotton fields and put them right in the factories. Mr. Trump, I'm not against that either.
What? First of all, black people ain't working in no cotton fields. And listen, we work in warehouses. Like, what universe are you living in? What universe? You are like black people don't work in warehouses. We do the same jobs, but it's some of us that want to move up. And some of us ain't not going to do those jobs. And there's no disrespect to our black Americans that do it. So why you... No. All this shit is nonsense talking. Like, it's just ignorant shit.
Us the other day that you were going to get jobs in the factories. Mr. Trump, that's a great job. Take them out of the cotton fields and put them right in the factories. Mr. Trump, I'm not against that either. I'm not against that, sir. But as long as you can promise me that you're going to take off of welfare, food stamps, Section 8.
My bad. My understanding. She wasn't talking about us. I guess she's talking about her people in the cotton field. I guess that's what she's talking about. I don't even know if we make cotton here no more. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm ignorant to that part. We probably do, but I don't know. I don't know no cotton fields. So it's why factories fall out. It might be fields. I don't know. But and then you talking about taking all black people off of welfare. It's not that big a percentage like you think, man. Just letting you know that. And like I said, this is just not hurting people. A lot of people that are on welfare, some of the people that are on welfare, the elderly people. It's elderly people. That's why I don't be understanding even when some black Americans talk about, shouldn't give immigrants and all this other shit. Part of me get it, but then I don't get it because I'm like, that shit affects us. So if they do it to them, they're going to do it to us. And now our elders can't get that shit because they already look at us a certain type of way. So now you focus on the immigrants. You think, it's just going to happen to the immigrants? No, they cutting off shit too for our elders. The fuck are you talking about? And listen, my uncle had a couple of strokes. God rest his soul, my Uncle Chuck. He had a couple of strokes. Or did he have one? Was it one? I swear he had two, but he had a couple of strokes. If not, apologize. God rest my own Chuck. If he wasn't getting some type of medical assistance, and my Uncle Chuck was in the 60s. So he was getting Social Security and he was getting a medical assistance. And some type of help from the government. All of it help from the government. Couldn't work no fucking way. He was on a cane. That's what a lot of our elders are. Not all of them, but some of them are on. They can't work like that. My grandma, like I said, my grandma worked, she was 16. She came to this country. 16. Well, no. When she came to this country. Yeah, 16. No, 18. Not 16, 18. My bad. 18. And then she was working in the Dominican Republic back then. So it was 16. But here in America, 18, 19 or something like that. From there to about then is 70-something years old. Never been on welfare. Never. My grandma used to have this freezer in her kitchen where shit was packed with food. And I remember times when shit was getting low because I was living there, my cousin was living there, my uncle was living there. I think we maybe had an aunt live there. We maybe had a couple of my cousins and shit, girl cousins live there and shit, something like that, right? So it was like a couple of us in that fucking household. Like at least, like it was never in my grandma's house where it was lesser than to recent days, right? But for like at least a good 40 years, right? It was no lesser than maybe about I say four to five people living in my grandma's house. And it's small. Her house was just like half of my house that I live in. Right? And we're talking about from basement all the way up to this floor. This is the second floor to the third floor. Because my cousins and my uncle, we stayed in the basement. And she still owned that damn house to this day. She owned that bitch. So my thing is, my grandma took care of everybody, fucking kids and family and shit for fucking decades. And a lot of times, my grandma was the only one working for years. Nobody bringing no income coming in. Because, like I said, even when a lot of us moved out, right? A lot of us came back to live with her. Because we were financially or whatever. It mainly was financial. And a lot of our people in the family came back because of financial. Because they couldn't keep what they went out and they got their shit and they couldn't keep it up or whatever happened in life or whatever, right? I didn't get too much in details about it. But mothers couldn't afford certain shit and they came back. And my grandma took everybody back in. Dad and them motherfuckers was living for free for a lot of the times. I know I did. I know I did for shit, majority of the time I was there. Till I started working. And I didn't live with my grandma that long. It seemed like I did but I actually really didn't. I really didn't live with my grandma that long. Because I was back and forwards a lot too. I lived with my mom and I lived with my grandma. So it was like back and forward for me. And then, met my wife and shit, and that shit changed a little bit. Like I said, I was about a good shit. I moved in my wife's house about 19 or 20 or some shit like that, maybe 21. But yeah, like I didn't live with my grandma like on a consistent basis like that. Like a lot of people came back and lived and shit like that. Even as a kid, I never lived with my grandma like that. And I could say if you grew all whole time I was there with her or lived there, I'm probably lesser than everybody. But other than other cousins I'm talking about, because they never lived with her. But I might live with my grandma for about a good maybe 2 years if you group all the years together, because I didn't always live there. Right? So I was there for like a couple of months or maybe a year. And then I say about 3 years. I'll give it 3 altogether, not 2, about 3. And I never lived with my grandma fully like that. But just to see the ins and outs of people coming, and it was more financial. But my grandma was the only one that kept What's up? What's up, Book? Shout out the Book in the building. My grandma kept a job. Always. So I listen, this whole notion, like, this is what bothers me about a lot of our black folks. Regardless if you're an immigrant or not, like, yo, your disrespect to Black Americans is crazy. No one, you don't fully know the history unless you really get into the history here. And then the same thing, you just talking white supremacy points to some people. And show them some respect. Yeah, I know we got some ignorant as Black Americans here. I get it. A part of it's culture, even though it's bad, it's still culture here. I get it. And I think we clash a lot of times on culture, but understand the one thing about Black American people, the majority of us know how to hustle. We grind more than you think. A lot of us put work in. A lot of us don't get shined for shit that we have done or get the respect and the love that we're supposed to get. It's like my grandmother, like, you know, I'm in ours with it or whatever, but I still give my grandmother props. Like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my grandmother. I understand the circumstances are here now, and I've probably been too petty, and I'm probably in my feelings about certain shit. It's not even really about her. It's the people around her that's bothering me. Right? But my grandmother, nigga, my grandmother is one of my heroes, nigga. She top 3, one of my heroes. More than my own mom. So I don't even put my mom in that top 3 list. Or my dad. But my grandmother is one of my heroes. Listen, my grandma will probably be on the top of that bitch, believe it or not. But yeah, man. Like, my grandma put work in. So, like, this whole notion, like I said, this whole notion she putting out there of, like, you know, we disrespect immigrants. My grandma was an immigrant. The fuck are we talking about here? All black people hate, we got a problem with immigrants. Fuck, if I got a problem with all immigrants, I mean I got a problem with my grandma. Fuck is you talking about? A lot of my aunts and shit. One of my aunts has passed away, so what the fuck you talking about? Anyway, let's move on. It's so disrespectful how she's speaking. But this is, like I said, it's white supremacy talk. That's why it feels so disrespectful.
I'm not against that, sir. But as long as you can promise me that you're going to take off of welfare, food stamps, Section 8, and
oh, that's what the housing shit was. The Section 8 shit, that's what it was. It came to me when she said it. Section 8 shit. Listen, let me just say something to y'all. A lot of those immigrants that come over here, they are on Section 8. I don't know why this woman is like, you know, like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. But a lot of immigrants that come over here, they are on Section 8. They don't come over here with nothing. A lot of them. They don't come over here with nothing. Like she said, they, you know, we don't live in the hoods. We don't, the black community. Yes, you do. You are in black communities. And just because a lot of them come over here and you see your people here, doesn't mean that it's their community. It's a black community. They're not putting you in white communities. You got to build yourself up to get in white communities. And it's very rare. It's a loose, small percentage of that, of where a lot of them immigrants don't have to go and be in the hood. It's a small percentage. Because that means whoever is their sponsors and trying to get them to come over here, they already in that position where they live amongst them white people. And that's why they don't go to the hoods or the black community. That's the only reason why. But it's a small percentage. But anyway, let's move on.
Here is called now. then, Mr. Trump, here's the thing, they will learn to appreciate life and appreciate sacrifices that families made to move to this America. So, Mr. Trump, once you
think about that, we owe y'all something. We gotta. First of all, I appreciate every human being, number one. But you acting, this is my problem. This is my issue. She's upset because certain Black Americans said whatever. She don't even know if they real Black Americans or not. And she don't even, a lot of those people that she probably heard from, she don't know they on welfare or not. She has no clue. But anyway, I just say she's right about what she's saying. What I gotta show appreciation to Haitians for? About what? Because you work jobs that people like me don't work. I never said that I wouldn't work it. I'm saying we got a generation in this country of Black Americans that we fight for to raise the minimum wage. Y'all come and listen, a lot of y'all come here and y'all fuck up our movements. We push for y'all not, if y'all gonna, listen, a lot of Black people probably will work those jobs even more, right? We don't work them because we already worked them or our family members work them and we stand on business with certain shit. Let me explain something to you since you want to disrespect Black people, right? Black Americans. It is more Black American women that is the most educated in this country than any other race, any other religion, any other gender, whatever you want to say, any immigrant. Black American women are more educated. And you thinking a lot of them just going there because they got it like that, they being lazy? They ain't had to have no jobs or nothing like that. It ain't no family support around some of these Black women. Are you crazy, lady? They're the most educated. Black American women are the most educated in this country than any race, any culture, any gender. Like, what are you talking about? That's why this is so disrespectful. You're out your damn mind. And the bad part about it should be somebody in her family to check her ass. This is what I'm saying. Like, it should have been, listen, I don't know what Auntie's saying. I don't know my grandma. I don't know what my mom said, but she out of fucking pocket. We apologize for that to the Black. Like, it should be somebody. But like I said, they have raised their kids. This is when people, you see a lot of these people, they have raised their people to be this way. Their own family. So don't be shocked that she got family members and kids and shit. And that's probably why you don't hear it. But anyway, let's move on.
Food stamps, Section 8, and Obama, whatever care is called now. Then, Mr. Trump, here's the thing, they will learn to appreciate life and appreciate sacrifices that families made to move to this America. So, Mr. Trump, once you said,
we're the problem? We don't, the whole Black community don't want y'all here. You can't make this up. Anyway, let's move on.
In getting what you want to get done. Let's put the African Americans to work, sir. Sir, let's put them to work, sir. Please and thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Listen, she said to put the African Americans to work. So we don't work. We ain't got no jobs. See, when you speak ignorant white supremacy talk, even though it's stupid and ignorant when racist white people say it, when it comes from even black folks saying it, it sounds even more ignorant. And man, just because you Haitian doesn't have no effect on me. You still black. And for you to say that is so disrespectful. Just like if it was go along with what you saying, that you heard some black people saying some shit about Haitians, they just as ignorant and stupid as you are for saying that. But you just as ignorant as them because you're doing the same shit that they do. Like I told you, it's a certain level of how these racists go, like they do certain shit or they say certain shit that I just won't do. Because that turns me into them. Right? Like if I go to the core of like these racist motherfuckers, then how I'm better? How can I say that I'm better than them? And honestly, at my core on more levels, I don't think I'm better than nobody. But to racist people, yeah, I'm better than you. I know that's contradiction, but I'm better than racist white people. Sorry. And I don't give a fuck how successful they are. I don't know how much money they got, how powerful they are. I'm better than Donald Trump. He a racist. Fuck him. Any Trump supporter that still fuck with Trump, I'm better than you. I don't give a fuck about your money and your power. I don't give a fuck. I'm better than you. I can go to sleep feeling good. I can look myself in the mirror. I ain't got to second guess my morals and principles. I ain't got to question them. I ain't perfect, so of course you work on yourself, but 90% of the time, I go a little lower than that. Probably about 85%, 80 to 85%, I'm good with me. That other percentage I work on, I'm okay with that. And you motherfuckers are disgusting. So yes, I'm better than racist people. I don't go around hating on nobody. I don't go around just because of the color of your skin or because you're different from me or you don't have the same ideology as me or your religion is different from me or you got religion and I'm not in the religion. I treat you different. Because of that, I'm going to pass policies and laws to get you to come and be like I am. You know how weird that is? Listen, I tell people I'm a Cancer for signs. I don't even like people like me like that. Like, you know, Cancer's usually kind of the same. You're saying something, you're kind of the same type of people. Even if you recognize it or not. Kind of the same person. You're just different because you're different people, but you kind of do the same shit in different ways. But you're the same person. Doing shit in different ways. Just handle shit in different ways. You take your emotions or whatever. I don't even like people like me. I ain't gonna say like, I ain't gonna say like. I say I don't prefer a lot of people that's exactly like me. I don't really get along with people that exactly like me. Right? So we wind up clashing sooner or later. Right? Even if you're a different sign and we kind of similar, I just kind of, we alike like that, we kind of clash. I need difference. I need people that's different from me. And that's why I perceive and I look at shit the way I look at it. Because I people that's like me or we interact, we kind of like the same. Yeah, you want similarities, but you don't want, y'all agree on, like y'all the same more than y'all opposite. Because if y'all opposite like that, that's a good thing. Because that person can teach you something. You can learn from it. But if that person is exactly like you, you just want to agree on every fucking thing. You're gonna see, like, I can see that. And just rock with it. You don't second guess it or nothing. You just be like, yeah, that's just how I be feeling though. No, I need somebody to challenge me. That's the word I'm looking for, challenge. When you got people that's like you, they don't challenge you. It was a dude I was at work where I was talking to. They was young dudes. I was talking to them. Right? Like I said, I usually don't, because I say I don't fuck with people like that. That doesn't mean I don't talk to them. Right? These ain't no motherfuckers I sit down and I have conversations with. I got my little, you can say a little clique type of dudes I fuck with. But I interact with anybody that interact with me. But I usually keep my distance from people that I know that's gonna gaslight me. And, like, you get what I mean? And I'm skeptical about. Right? But I was sitting out talking to the young black dudes and shit, and we were just talking about life and shit. And the conversation came up, or they were saying, we got into the point where I was like, yo, I'm just a different nigga like that. Like, I don't even like people like me. I get along with them. We probably get along, but we gonna bump heads. Like, it happened because at a certain point, listen, and I believe a lot of this should be my loyalty, right? And my expectations for people that I believe that fuck with me should be the same as mine, right? It's like my homeboy, right? My homeboy from DC. I don't hear him around this nigga all the time. We the opposite. We are like total opposite of niggas. We agree on certain shit, but we disagree on damn near everything. But I call this nigga Dr.Umar. He don't take that shit personal. Anything he hear me say, he don't take it personal. Like, he know when to take shit personal, right? But he know me. I know him. So a certain shit I won't cross lines with. He know that with me. Like, a certain shit you do and say, you don't do. I call this nigga Dr.Umar. And I need something from him, I'm going to get it. He called me a Dr.Umar, he get it. Like, but we total opposite niggas. Straight up opposites. We don't got nothing in common, bro. We don't even hang out like that. Like, if we hang. But you get what I mean? Like, it's not like a shit that we hang like that. Like, we understand our personalities. We couldn't hang around each other like that. Especially he grown now. Right? Like, he's a little younger than I am, but that's still my man. He probably like 3 or 4 years younger than me. But that's my dude. But my thing is, I call that nigga, I need something, he get it. He call me, he need it, he can get it. You know what I mean? He know that. Well, I don't call him unless I really need this shit. Well, he ain't gonna call me unless he really need that shit. And like I said, his circumstances are different. He's more intact with his family. So when I call him, he know it's you know, if I need something, because I'm not that tight with my blood family like that. So he understands that. But I understand if that nigga called me, that mean shit is like crazy for him. Like, I get it. We know each other. But my point is, you know that sometimes opposites do attract. And they attract more than you think. Having people like you, it usually fucks shit up. It usually does. And people do not really recognize that shit because they think, well, you got the same shit, you know, blah, blah, blah with me. You know what I mean? Moral things, that's a little different. I get that. But just like liking certain shit, even certain behaviors, my behavior is mad different. Right? Like, my homeboy, he know a part of me can be laid back, but I'm usually amped. You get what I mean? I can't help kind of who I am in a way. You get what I mean? Because it's not like a routine, but it's kind of like for me, I gotta be that. Right? I have a responsibility to be who I am. I don't feel right if I'm not me. And some people can't handle that. And one thing I respect about my man and shit, I get it. He can't handle that shit all the time with me. That's why we don't hang like that. That's okay. I get it. Respect it. And it's vice versa for me too. We had these like the crazy shit about it, me and my man, we had this conversation. It's my dude. Like if this nigga talk dead him off. Right? And if I call him right now, start talking, nigga act like we ain't nothing. We are like nigga, we hang every day. That's just my nigga. I understand his boundaries, I understand his limits, and it's the same shit with me. I mean, same shit for him. He know that about me. Certain shit. I've been knowing this nigga since I was in my 20s. Since he been in his 20s. Like I say, he's probably no more than like 2 or 3 years younger than me. I'll say 4, but I think it's 3. Man, I was nigga since I was 25 years old. And I'm 45. But that nigga know me, man. And I know him. But anyway, let's move on.
Yo. Tout haïtien qui n'a pas d'anglais fait maintenant. Excusez-moi vidéo à plomb.
Yeah, I ain't want to hear that. Yeah, that was the end of that shit. My bad. Because you got this old woman. She come over here trying to be speaking all that Haitian shit or whatever the fuck she doing. But there's no disrespect, but seriously, this notion that you gotta, I'm just trying to figure out why they mad at all black Americans. I don't agree with all black Americans. I'm trying to figure out why they try to group us all like that. That's my point. But anyway. Well, all right. Give me 1 second, yo. I'll be back. Talk about this Kevin Hart shit. All right, people, I'm back. Listen, I'm gonna do something special today. To get done this Kevin Hart clip with Dr.Umar, I'll let people call in, man. You can call the number. I'm gonna put it up there when we get done. Do I still got my number in there? Hold on. Let me see something. Maybe I still. Oh yeah, I still got a number. You can call in, and I'm gonna let y'all call in, give y'all opinions about the topics or whatever y'all want to talk about. I'll let people do that. But let me get through this clip real quick.
Play through the middle. Let's make this one count.
Goddamn commercial, man.
Play Candy Crush now.
You don't need a speaker. Your phone's real volume is locked.
I'm about to show you a secret that the Android industry does.
Let's get into this Kevin Hart thing, because Kevin Hart came out after you criticized him. You criticized Kevin Hart, Shane Gates, and all of them, right? And we're gonna get into them. Kevin Hart came out and went on Breakfast Club. If you haven't saw it, I can pull the video.
I saw clips.
And
clips that I think were relevant.
Okay. What is your response to Kevin Hart's position on the Netflix comedy roast? He said that this is comedy. I didn't say the George Floyd joke, and I'm not responsible. What do you feel as Dr. Umar Jones?
Say it again. Stop talking as if I said it. So when you say the family and the family's affected, I didn't disrespect the family. Showed up for the family when it happened. So look, I can explain to you like the world of the roast.
Let me just say this too before we get into it. And Dr. Umar, I don't agree with a lot of what Dr. Umar says, but he's right about what he get ready to say. That's why I say that all black people don't gotta think the same. I still respect Dr. Umar, right? He be doing some shit I don't like, and saying some shit I don't like, but he's right on this. My point is, let me say this. Kevin Hart will stop speaking for the black community. Like that's my thing with some of these black entertainers. Like, stop speaking on our shit then. Stop trying to represent us too. If you don't want to take no responsibility for it's some shit to honor you. And somehow you're gonna hear, he's gonna say he had no control of it, which we know is a lie. But then you came a few days later and doubled down on this nonsense. It's like trying to play without intelligence. But I told you, he's trying to do some shit that Dave Chappelle did with the transgender community. You can't do that with black people. You can't do that. That's a whole nother thing. But when you allow people to disrespect a culture that put in work, because we got black people that's transgenders and gays and shit like that, and a lot of us didn't feel that way. Now, I'm talking about the transgenders too, black transgenders. It was people that came out, gay people that spoke out for Dave Chappelle in that group. So it was different. This ain't Dave Chappelle shit. And I think that's what he thought. And he got a rude fucking weight then. But Kevin Hart is still rich. $100 million, this motherfucker probably worth $500 million. He up there. He don't give a fuck. But he'll give a fuck if we stand on business and not supporting this shit no more. Black people not showing up to his shit and not supporting him. Now, them black celebrities, you do whatever you want to do. But us as the consumers, as black people in this country, we got to start supporting that bullshit. Dave Chappelle, not Dave Chappelle. Kevin Hart does not get my support. And I told Dave Chappelle, anybody else, some celebrities, you want to fuck with him, to bring him on some shit, I'm not going to support your shit if Kevin Hart is on it. I'm standing on that. Nigga, you don't get to double down on this. Trying to, and it's not even just disrespecting us. He's trying to play with our intelligence. And that's what's really bothering me. But anyway, let's move on.
Z, we talked, I get it, Kev. We had a great conversation. But that's what I mean when I say, hey, man, let me call the one person after. You do know that that's what this shit is a roast, but I just want you to know from my side, that man is on his own.
You ain't lead with that, Kev. You should have been leading with that the whole time.
I don't need to.
People just want to know you can.
I need to prove to people that not give a fuck. You do. No, I don't.
And see, Charlemagne tried to get him out, but he didn't care. Because he's so rich and got the connection so famous, he doesn't care. He don't need us niggas. Because that's how it came off to me. Charlemagne tried to get you out. Just lead off with that. And, of course, it wasn't going to be everybody else. Stop. Of course, that wasn't going to some people that wasn't going to be enough. I get that. But a lot of black people from the community would have understood that. Just lead off with that. But when the motherfucker tell you, I don't have to do that, that means you saying fuck us. Because we the ones that had the problem with it. It wasn't the white community. It was the black community. So you basically said, fuck us. I don't need to do that. But anyway, let's move on.
You ain't lead with that, Kev. You should have been leading with that the whole time.
I don't need to.
I just want to know you can.
I need to prove to people that I give a fuck.
You do.
No, I don't.
Just this time. This one time.
No.
Yeah, this one.
No.
This is, I think I get what you're saying and how you stand on your business, and I respect you for that.
I'm not saying my business.
I think with certain things,
not say it.
but their pushback is it happened at Kevin Hart's roast.
And you see what he did? And it's that shit that Stephen A. does. Right? But it's actually worse than the Stephen A. shit. Because you know, it's some real slimy gutter shit that he did. Right? He tried to put all the blame on Netflix. But lie about it too, to the black community. Right? That's why he said, I did that. He's going to say, I ain't had nothing to do with that. Yeah, you did. You're a liar, bro. You are a liar. And like I said, I agree with Dr. Umar on this. And he's going to break that shit down. And the shit is factual. And I broke it down too, but the way Dr. Umar put this shit, you got to hear it. But anyway, let's move on. But I don't like how he just trying to dismiss shit. Oh, I don't have to. Okay, no. Honestly, no, you really don't. But if you say you care about your people, why pretend that you ain't got no responsibility? See, what comes with having your people back is taking responsibility. Right? It's like it's some niggas out here shoot and kill each other. That gang shit. I take part of responsibility for that. To check that shit when it's wrong. That's my responsibility to my people. To those niggas that do fuck shit. It's not a judgment thing. It's wrong. Because when I was out there doing the same shit, fuck shit these niggas was doing, my family was checking me. And I ain't mad at them. Nigga, I'm glad. I love them. Go rest my aunt soul for being one of those people. A couple of my aunts that's gone. God rest their soul. Trying to get me right. Had my back. Even though I was doing fuck shit. But they would call my black ass out. They ain't let me get away with nothing. Not like you think. They understood, yeah, he gonna do his thing. We just hope and pray this nigga don't die. But this nigga ain't gonna keep coming around bringing that drama around this bitch. He get checked, he gotta go. The fuck with me, nigga. Real shit aunts told me. My aunts, they didn't play that shit. And we come from that type of lifestyle, but that wasn't their lifestyle. Right? When you were doing fuck shit, they called you out. They checked you. My point is this, people. You don't let You don't let people outside of your race, and you let fuck shit happen in your race to people disrespect your race, and you act like I had nothing to do with it. I'm just gonna stand on comedy. What? It's a difference. Listen, nobody out my family could check me the way my family checked me. You know what I'm saying? That's black culture too. Nobody else out my race can check me. Fuck you talking about? Listen, I'll get less fuck about motherfuckers trying to check me outside of my race. You can kiss my ass. You can give your opinion, but if you cross the line, I'm checking you. But you can't check me. And it's first of all, the way, if you're trying to check me, it better be in a way of being respectful. But you can't check me. And Kevin Hart got this thing. We can't check him. Nigga, you out of pocket. You let a racist disrespect our people. At a whole bunch of racists. I didn't even watch that fucking shit, that roast, and I won't ever watch it. I just caught clips and people talking about it. I couldn't fuck out of here, bro. That shit turns my stomach of some of the shit they was disrespecting. But like I said, Dr. Umar can explain it a little better than I can. But let's move on. Let Kevin Hart go off on his coonery.
I don't have those answers. You understand what I'm saying? Like the responsibility just it starts to compile as if I'm the one in charge.
Now he's playing dumb, and he had no power. He had no power. The roast was about him. He had no problem with these people coming on that roast, doing that with Netflix. People, they got rid of jokes because they felt like it was going to offend other people. Now, he seen nothing wrong with the jokes that these, you get what I mean? He had no say. Yeah, like, even if he wasn't there, he had his own people there. They told him what you can't say. He knew, bro. Let's move on. Like I said, I got a problem with Kevin Hart trying to play with our intelligence.
Say it. But their pushback is it happened at Kevin Hart's roast.
I don't have those answers. You understand what I'm saying? Like the responsibility just it starts to compile as if I'm the one in charge. We are not in charge of the dialogue from anybody on that stage.
If Tony calls you right now and says,
But
man,
talk about, I want to say this too. But I thought you was a boss. I'm sorry. I thought you, all that shit he used to talk about, I'm in partners with Netflix. I'm in partners with these people. Right? You partner, but you ain't got no say of disrespecting our people. Now you ain't got no say. Kevin Hart, you've been having a Netflix deal for damn near almost close to 10 years. You don't got no say? Kevin Hart allowed that shit. And that's just all what it is. And that's to the black folks. This nigga, go back and watch his interviews. He's saying, now I can dictate certain shit. Now we partners. But maybe he found out, this is very possible, and I make no excuse for him. Maybe he found out just because I'm partners with these people, they still got more money than me. It's this day shit. At the end of the day, I gotta accept this hit of racism. Maybe it's that. But nigga, don't listen. Kevin Hart better not ever come out and talk about you a boss. You ain't a boss. You ain't partners with Netflix. You ain't partner with nobody if you allow this shit and then try to pretend. I ain't got no say. Well, you not a partner then. You got no say then. Let's move on, man.
Man, I was out at the comedy club, man. And man, this dude, man, said he was George Floyd's brother, smacked the shit out of me.
Gotta deal with that.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
I was always very proud of what Kevin Hart has done with his life coming from Philadelphia. I don't know him, I never met him, but I've always supported him from the shadows. With regard to him saying that this is...
And let me say this. Dr.Umar is spot on with that. As a fan of Kevin Hart, never met him, just thought he was a good dude, thought he had integrity. Right? When people thought, oh, he ain't funny no more. Kevin Hart funny, man. You know what I mean? Maybe you ain't like this and like that because nigga getting money. I always thought it was a little hate. Right? Because when niggas get money, a lot of times and niggas not doing the you know, you get to a certain level, you don't do black shit, right? People think you selling out. No, nigga, that mean, nigga, I have grown. Nigga, I don't have to do this shit like that no more. I've grown. When people don't, listen, when people don't grow with you, when your fans don't grow with you, then that's a part of what happens, right? So I just took that shit as people just hating on Kevin Hart. Right? But then this shit comes around. And then everything that and like I said, you be thinking a lot of black people be tripping when they saying shit about Kevin Hart. But then this shit comes around, you like, they was right. I was wrong. And admit that you wrong. Nigga ain't funny no more. And they was saying because this nigga is getting way too uppity. Like, the one thing I know about black folks, they can peep when you getting too uppity. Right? Because the people that's still there in that struggle, they can peep that shit more than a motherfucker like me. You know, I'm in a struggle, but I'm not in a struggle with like on that level of their struggle. So they can see some shit that I don't see. And you may disagree, because now you're trying to balance, you're not there in that level where Kevin Hart is, but you're not there where they are. Right? But you still connected on both ways. So you can't see it. So when people was like, yeah, this nigga ain't, you know. I was like, nah, yo, he just, you know, he get money. Like, I get it. Yo, nigga, you get money, you change. I don't give a fuck who you are. The problem with that is when you get the money and how you get the money, right? And then Kevin Hart was saying the right shit, nigga, I'm partners. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. They can't tell me certain shit I can't do. And I bought into it. No lie to you. But there was a lot of black people who was like, hey, man, my wife was one of them. He ain't funny no more. That nigga be on some bullshit. Nigga that went Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest motherfuckers always go Hollywood. God bless you. Nah, this nigga, you know, some other shit. And it was around for years, and then Cat said what he said, and everybody thought Cat was losing his damn mind. He just was hating on Kevin Hart. Come on, bro. Go back and look at Cat stand-ups and shit that he said on the Shannon Sharp shit. It makes sense now. Now, we don't know where Cat stands. Cat ain't stood up for this nigga. He ain't said nothing bad about him either. So we don't even know where Cat stands. But I'm just saying. You know, like, there's certain shit you can't agree on. And listen, maybe Cat is probably making a special about it or whatever, but he ain't spoke out about this shit. He haven't talked about this Kevin Hart shit yet. And he maybe will. Most likely he will. Put it that way. Listen, there's a high percentage he will talk about it. We may not like it or we may like it. We don't know at this point because Cat is being silenced. But I'm going to give Cat the benefit of the doubt that's going to speak some real shit on it. But like I said, I've been wrong about Kevin Hart, so I could be wrong about Cat. But my point is, Kevin Hart, like this sellout shit, bro. And if you don't recognize that shit, then bro, stop pretending. And my problem is always with these type of people. Stop pretending you speaking, you standing up for us, or you speaking for us. You speak for a little small percentage, and then you're not even speaking for that small percentage like that because it's a little of you motherfuckers that get successful like that. It's not a whole bunch of black people in the rooms like that. And you made it and you coward. That's a lot of black people's issue. I ain't gotta do this and I ain't gotta do that. Nigga, no. Listen, black people, I don't give a fuck how successful you get, what position you get. As a black person, you have a responsibility to your people. Now, if you come out and say, no, I'm not doing that, we get that. But I prefer you not to speak on black issues when shit go wrong or not. I'd rather not to hear anything from you. I'd rather you be politically correct. Right? I don't want you to hear about black struggle and all this other shit. Even talking about yourself, because your struggle don't mean shit no more. Because you don't want to fight. It's other people that been there and still there where you are. And you just ignore them now because you made it. That shit is like crazy, bro. But anyway, let's move on.
Very proud of what Kevin Hart has done with his life coming from Philadelphia. I don't know him. I never met him, but I've always supported him from the shadows. With regard to him saying that this is comedy and black people should just tolerate it, if that's the case, Loon, why were 18 jokes removed from the final sets? Kim Kardashian joke, removed. Donald Trump joke, removed. Donald Trump wife's jokes, removed. Kevin Hart didn't allow anybody to make jokes about his children, nor should he have. Removed. 18 jokes, Loon, were taken from the final roast. So if
mind you, a lot of them jokes that he's talking about that got removed, a lot of them, the people wasn't dead. I understand the power that Kim Kardashian has. I get that, the celebrity. But she ain't more important than what happened to George Floyd. She's not even more important than what happened to Cheryl Underwood's husband that committed suicide. There ain't nothing to play with. Why are we playing around with suicide? Why is it a joke to play around with suicide? Why is it to play around with? People say, "Oh, Dave Chappelle did that," but he did it in a way that that shit. It was a learning thing. He wasn't making fun of it. He wasn't really making fun of it. This shit was serious. With the George Floyd shit, he got killed by police brutality. Why are we playing around with that? Why would black people play around with that shit? That shit happens to black people every day. It's a very high possibility if you black in America, you could get killed. Your kids can get killed by these fucking cops. For whatever reason they on. But it's a very high percentage of that. Why are we playing around with that? Even if you disagree with it, you say George Floyd ain't died from whatever, it happened under police. That ain't the only shit happened. We know it's other shit that people got shot in the back running away from the police. Why are we playing around with that type of shit? That's nothing to play with. Especially people dying in tragic ways like that. And I don't give a fuck that happened 6 years ago. This man got kids. You got kids. And you want to play with that? First of all, they already on mainstream media and social media playing with that shit. And now a black man that say he about his people is okay with people coming and making fun of that black man's death, his kids, their father's death. And then act like, oh, had nothing to do with it. I didn't say it. You allowed the motherfuckers to come. And then the motherfucker said he's a friend of it. The racist motherfucker, this is more offensive. He said the racist motherfucker is a friend of his. All this dude is make racist jokes. He don't have no comedy. Like, it's not real comedy. This dude is literally a race baiter in comedy. He can't talk about nothing else but other than racist jokes. A true comic is a motherfucker that can race bait you and do all other things too as well on top of that. He just did a special, was it Netflix? The dude that said the racist shit? Ain't nobody watched that shit. It was quiet out there. He was doing all the racist jokes he had. It wasn't hitting, it wasn't doing nothing. I keep telling you about people that when you gotta make fun of, like, it's one thing, one joke, right? But you don't keep doubling down on it and triple it down and forth. Like, that shouldn't be your thing. That's why Dave Chappelle got in trouble with it. But then he didn't, because the black community understood that ain't all what Dave does. And then we understood that the shit that he did do, a part of his shit was because of that, because he felt like he was being attacked. But like I said, Kevin Hart is not Dave Chappelle, and he thought he could get away with it. And we're not the same as the gay community. The black community is not the same as any community. Listen, I didn't watch this special, so I could be wrong about this, but I don't think they made any Jewish. They made fun of the Jewish community, of those people getting killed in Israel. But it's okay to make fun of a black man getting murdered by the police. And people keep thinking like, oh, well, people was doing it back in the day about what's his name? God rest his soul. Rodney King. He didn't die. That's number one. Then number two, to make even the fun of Rodney King right now. Like, nigga, that's not okay. What's the joke? Right? And like I said, it's always okay to make fun of black people pain. But ain't nobody bringing up, even when they bring up jokes, because I heard jokes about, because Kevin Hart did it. I mean, not Kevin Hart, Cat Williams did it about Nazis. But it's always a way how he did it. It was like to say Nazi was bad. Nazis was bad. Damn racists act like George Floyd deserve to go to hell. He was this much of a horrible person. The person that killed him did right about killing him. Like, it's craziness, bro. But anyway, let's move on.
Hart didn't allow anybody to make jokes about his children, nor should he have. Removed 18 jokes, Loon, were taken from the final roast. So if you can exempt Donald Trump, if you can exempt Kim Kardashian, if you can exempt Melania Trump, if you can exempt your children as you should, why couldn't you exempt George Floyd? Why couldn't you exempt our enslavement? Why couldn't you exempt?
And mind you, this is what hurts more. He don't know Trump. He don't know all the Trump people. But you know the George Floyd family. You know them, and you allow on something that you do, you was a part of creation, because he tried to lie and say, oh, I ain't have no part. Yeah, you did, nigga. Stop lying. You allowed them to disrespect people that you supposed to support, and that you, and because he brung up and said, I went to help them and all of those shit. Like, that matters. It matters when you don't let people disrespect that. That's not a joke. If I'm friends with somebody, right, and I did something good for somebody else, and they come to roast me or whatever, and this shit is live like that, even if it's not live, you and nigga, you can't disrespect nobody that I support like that. That's just harmful. You went to their funeral. So now, you take it back. Now you got to think about it. Did he just go do that Black Lives Matter, that George Floyd shit? Did he just do that for publicity? Because now you're telling everybody it's okay, it's open season to make fun of somebody that you knew what happened to him was wrong, but you let people make fun of that. Or racists make fun of that. It wasn't a black person. It was a racist comic. And then you called him a friend. But you took your black ass to go and to George Floyd shit, do whatever you did. Was that a publicity stunt? Yeah, it was. Nigga, I got a problem with anybody disrespecting George Floyd. Nobody's saying he was the greatest person, but nigga, fuck out of here, bro. It's not even just really about George Floyd. It's about all the other unarmed black men and women and children that got murdered by the police. So I don't make fun of that shit. They ain't nothing to play with, and I won't allow nobody to play around with me with that. But then, like I said, the number one thing, because that's second what I just said. The number one thing is his kids. You can feel however you want to feel about George Floyd. But to disrespect that, his death like that, and you know his kids is watching and hearing that shit, what type of person are you? Listen, shout out my brother LT. Listen, my point is this. These races are emboldened because of us. And I'm telling y'all, a lot of these races are getting more and more emboldened. They're going out and doing what they're doing because there ain't no consequences. Listen, you ain't gotta be a hood nigga to ain't got nothing to like. like I said, you couldn't be in Jake Long. What's his name? Jake Long. He couldn't be in my presence say that, because I've been to smack the shit out of him. And I ain't a hood nigga no more. But you couldn't do certain shit in my face. And first of all, I wouldn't even put myself in that position to be disrespected like that. But just to say a motherfucker want that interaction from me, I feel at that point, I feel like you want me to fuck you up. So what happened to Jake, it doesn't shock me. Like I keep telling y'all, I told y'all about the Carmelo shit. Listen, nigga, you don't know who you dealing with. Everybody got so goddamn comfortable. A lot of people got so goddamn comfortable. Definitely racist. Got so comfortable with going in people's spaces that they know they're not welcome and just saying disrespectful shit and doing disrespectful shit to people. That shit is crazy, bro. Listen, I have an issue with two types of racist. They same to me, but they different in a way. Racist white people always like to bring up Martin Luther King when they being racist. I got a problem with that. Get your ass out of there. You don't represent Martin Luther King. I'm offended by that. And you a piece of shit. You see color. Because listen, when they bring up Martin Luther King, talking about he said he wanted to get to a point there where we don't see color. But Martin Luther King never said he never seen color. He said he was hoping in the future that we would get to that. And then for motherfuckers to sit there and pretend they don't see color is bullshit. When your whole ideology is about color. Right? It's like me sitting there pretending to y'all, say, I don't see color. That's bullshit. No, I see race. I see color. I ain't gonna lie about that. I prefer not to treat people because of the color of their skin differently. I just don't. But I understand the culture. Like I understand racism. I understand race. But I'm not trying to sit there and pretend that I don't see race and, because I want something. Because I'm Martin Luther King in that way. I wish we didn't have to see race. I wish people could be civil and see the world kind of how I see it in a way. But that's not reality. So, yeah, I got a problem with people talking that shit. And then I got a problem with people disrespecting Martin Luther King. You don't know nothing about Martin Luther King to be talking down on him in any way. You motherfuckers is racist to your core if you that way. Anyway, let's move on.
Our lynchings? Why couldn't you exempt Cheryl Underwood's vagina?
Damn commercial, my bad, people.
You're about to lose $50,000 for your car accident because you don't know this one trick. Check this out. I'm an attorney. I've been doing this for years. And I'm standing here because most people walk.
Cheryl Underwood's vagina? You really gonna let this damn Neanderthal get up here and make a joke about a black woman's vagina when a black woman's body has been the most disrespected, exploited, and objectified thing in American history? Our women been in abuse, still in abuse, and you're gonna let this man talk under my sister's clothes on international television with over 13 million viewers, and you're gonna tell me to just accept it because it's just comedy? All right, when y'all gonna do this to a Jewish community?
Listen, a part of me disagree with him, but a part of me agree with him. As a black man, I wouldn't let that shit happen. And let me just say this about Cheryl Underwood. She said she ain't no problem with it. But let me just say this to Cheryl Underwood. Then you ain't a black sister to me. Because this ain't about just comedy. Like, they said the most disrespectful shit about Like outside of George Floyd, the way they disrespected Cheryl Underwood was crazy. Was crazy. Yo, I ain't seen no rules like that. The last time you seen some shit like that is when Cat was talking about when he brought it up in his special, and I seen the special too. The last time I seen some shit like that was Flavor Flav. Man, they calling it crackety, all this crackety. And that shit was crazy. And Cat got backlash from that. Not as much. Like if that shit happened now, yeah, it'd be like that. But like I said, Flavor Flav is a sellout. So it's kind of like, Cat, you gonna defend that shit? But Cat shouldn't have never allowed that to happen. But not allowed it. I say he shouldn't have been a part of it. And Cat said he was there. Listen, everybody can fuck up. That's why I said, that's why they gave Cat a pass. And Cat was the first person. So to see Kevin Hart allow this shit too, Cat was the first nigga there that seen that shit. And people was like, well, Cat was there. Why he do? Because Cat was not supposed to be there. That was a shocker that Cat came. They didn't know Cat was even going to show up. And it was somebody from Kevin Hart team. He didn't know the format. He didn't know how the shit was going to be. And it was live. But anyway, let's move on.
I want to see a night full of Holocaust jokes. I want to see a night full of Jewish jokes. When we going to get a Jewish comedian and roast them? Loon, you ain't going to never get that. You ain't going to never get that. Because nobody but a Negro would let white people stunt all over the pain and shame of their people's history and current predicament and laugh it off as a joke. How dare Shane Gillis, that Neanderthal, get up there and say Cheryl Underwood's husband committed. Obviously, black does crack if it's married to Cheryl and jumps off a roof. Is that a joke? That was a humiliation ritual. It was a humiliation ritual for Cheryl Underwood. It was a humiliation ritual for Kevin Hart. It was a humiliation ritual for Lizzo, for Tiffany Haddish, for Draymond Green. And the only person up there who stood relatively strong is my beautiful butter almond sister, Regina Hall.
That's fact.
Fine as heaven. And she sat up there like a gangster, hardly smiled.
And let me say this. Got back like, oh, Regina Hall, because people like, she was upset. She didn't really stand for the shit. Because she didn't know what was going to happen. She didn't know. She just knew her role to go in there. She didn't know all of the shit that Kevin Hart knew. Right? She didn't know. I believe a lot of them comics didn't know that. But the one comics that he did name, yeah, they did know. They didn't know the George Floyd jokes and all that shit they can't say. Listen, we're not giving Regina a pass, but the sister wasn't laughing at none of that shit because the shit was offensive. Look at all the black people that was up on there. Even a rock punk ass. They all sat up there and they was laughing. That shit is funny. But mind you, these are the same people when that George Floyd shit was going on. They was all out there. Yeah, we with Black Lives Matter. We with the black community. We with George Floyd and his family. This shit is wrong. They all was out there. Them same people that was sitting there laughing at that shit. This shit is embarrassing. As black, I'm embarrassed by these black folks. Kevin Hart, you an embarrassment, bro. I know you got your money, you don't care. But you know what, nigga? You ain't gotta worry about me spending no money. I ain't watching your movies no more. And if you do anything with people that I do fuck with, you do, and they allow you do some shit because I get your power, nigga. I get what you know. I get who you are. I won't watch them. I won't support that shit. For what? I think Kevin Hart got like 3 or 4 movies coming out this year. I'm not watching that shit. I'm not watching it. And if that means I gotta sacrifice other actors and not fuck with them, then fine. I'm not watching that shit. That go for The Rock, all of them. Not watching none of that shit. Fuck out of here, man. If Kevin Hart got anything to do with y'all shit, I'm not watching it. I know how to separate shit. I know how not to put my money. Nigga, I've been working on this shit. Anybody got anything to do with Kevin Hart, I'm not fucking with you. I ain't gonna catch everything, but I'm gonna catch the most shit that he try to promote. I'm not fucking with that nigga. You're a disappointment to the black community. Let's move on.
At any of it, she wanted to walk off, but she maintained her composure for her friend Kevin Hart, and then he turned around. After our black women sat up there and dealt with that disrespect for 3 hours, this little midget gets his monkey ass up there and he says, I'm glad my lady friends came out. They all single. They a bunch of...
An elegant touch for an everyday meal. Vanity Fair napkins. Elevate every day.
Goddamn commercial.
Here at Terror Best Ranch, we have about 20.
They all single. They a bunch of lonely bitches. This is how he closes out the roast. I wish you say something to me. I wish you say something to me. After those black women sat up there.
And I'm with him. Man, they're a bunch of lonely bitches. That shit is crazy, bro. Because he didn't name no white women. He named all the black women. So they ain't nothing but a bunch of lonely black bitches. See, and a lot of people ain't, because I didn't watch it, and I didn't catch it because I didn't watch it. But he actually did say that. I did research and see that he did do that. He ain't named no Chelsea, because Chelsea had a problem with that racist shit, right? But I don't trust her that much either. She one of them white liberal people that they in the closet with their racism. I think Chelsea is infatuated with black men. Honestly, my opinion. So I don't trust Chelsea. I'm not saying she racist or nothing like that, but I don't trust her. So he didn't name her. That bitch is single. She's single just like the rest of them black women, but he named all the black women. But he didn't name Chelsea. Let's think about that shit. Just trying to tell y'all, man. Anyway, let's move on.
And dealt with all them disrespectful jokes. Did you hear what they said about Cheryl Underwood? They said Cheryl Underwood is as black as the street is black. Her clothes and her hair looks just like her pussy. Boom! Cheryl Underwood looks like a pile of mud that somebody prayed to come to life. Cheryl Underwood got a daytime Emmy because she's too dark to get one at night. Loon, imagine how every dark-skinned black woman felt watching that.
Let me say this. It was 13 million people watched that shit live. Well, not live, but they caught it when it went out. 13 million. The fucking number's probably crazy now because people probably watched it or seen clips or whatever like I did to see if what he was talking about was true. So we added on to that even though they're getting clicks. Now, I didn't watch the whole fucking entire thing, but I watched the clips. They make money off the clips now. That's what social media is. That's what they doing in this shit now. So we all kind of then it helped it in a way. Not intentionally, like we wanted to support it, but we had to research it. And that's how fucked up shit is. You don't want to support some shit, but you research it. So now you're giving it legs. Right? Listen. The bad part about this is I agree with the brother, right? Dr. Umar. The other part, I don't agree with him. Talk whatever you want to talk about Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl Underwood is a fucking sellout too. This woman came out and said she seen nothing wrong with nothing. Boy, if you don't see nothing wrong with it, well, then what the fuck I'm upset about? So I'm not upset. I understand what he's saying. I get it. And it's more about Kevin Hart. But I don't feel sorry for Cheryl Underwood. If you allow that, listen. If I had somebody that I know that committed suicide, number one, you can't play with that shit. You don't play with suicide like that. Regardless of if you know or not. You don't play around with suicide. People killing themselves. You don't play with that. Right? Then number two on that. Listen. That's our fucking ex-husband. So it makes to me, if you okay with people making this type of disrespectful comments or whatever the situation is, that means you ain't really give a fuck about your ex-husband either. You didn't give a fuck about him. It's okay to make jokes about somebody that you supposed to be close to. That means you didn't give a fuck about him. You weren't that close to him. That's like me playing around with an ex-girlfriend about her suicide. Or allowing somebody to play around with that. I don't give a fuck we weren't that close or nothing like that. I don't play around with suicide, number one. Then number two, you don't play around with somebody that committed suicide. That's close to me. I don't give a fuck if I didn't have that great relationship with them. You don't play with that shit. Motherfuckers be... First of all, how you make a joke and play around with suicide? You don't know what those people was going through to take their own fucking life. That ain't nothing to play with, bro. Ain't no joke in the world I'm good with suicide. It's no joke. I don't give a fuck. Jokes are jokes. I get that. Y'all want to say that. Ain't no joke about suicide. It's no joke that's funny. Unless you say you would do it. That's something different. But you talking about other people committing suicide, that's not funny no more. And you almost crossing the line of saying, oh, I would commit suicide. Like, that's nothing to play with, people. And I've been there on a suicide thing. So people are like, oh, you taking it personal. No, I don't give a fuck. Even before that, you don't play with that shit. You don't play with people in that realm of, you don't know the mental of that. Now, I do now, but back then, no. I still wouldn't play with that. That's suicide. You don't make no jokes about people committing suicide, bro. Or people that committed suicide. You don't make fun of that. Unless they're a horrible human being. That's where that shit can be funny. But you talking about people that committed suicide. That ain't no horrible person, ain't hurt nobody, but you make fun of that. You say, well, what's the difference? It's a difference of a horrible person. Like, you talking about somebody that raped people, murdered somebody. Like, come on, bro. I don't give a fuck they commit suicide. You took somebody's life, you killed kids, you touched kids. Like, you get what I mean? Like, the fuck out of here. And you didn't commit suicide because you was going through something. You committed suicide. A lot of the motherfuckers I'm talking about, committed suicide because of the simple fact that they couldn't live with what they did to others or the pain they brought to others. When you talk about suicide people, it's not what y'all think. They ain't hurt people like y'all think. They feel it hurt like the pain of them knowing what they've been through, or what they can't deal with certain shit, or something happened to them that they can't deal with. That's what that a lot of suicide happens. Not when somebody I hurt somebody and I committed suicide and I couldn't deal with it. No, fuck them niggas. You hurt people. You don't get no sympathy from me. If you committed suicide when we know you hurt people, the fuck out of here. It is a difference. And a lot of people that commit suicide like that, they hurt people and they commit suicide, they want us now to have some type of sympathy and empathy for them. No, I'm not having that. So it is a difference. All right, people, I'm going to let everybody call in a minute. I'm going to give me a second. Give me a minute. I'm going to let All right, people, I'm back. People want to call in, I'm going to let everybody call in. Hold on, put the number up there. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. There we go. All right, there it is. Go ahead and call in, y'all. What you call in? Give your opinions. Talk about what you want to talk about. I'm here. You ready to go outside? Jack, you ready to go outside? All right, I'll let you go outside. What up, Top? Shout out to my brother, Top. You ready to go outside? You ready to go? You know you can't be out there too long because it's hot outside. It's 100 degrees outside. You can't be out there too long. Nigga tripping. In a second, y'all. Go ahead and call in, y'all. Let me let this nigga out. Go ahead. You can't be out here too long, Jack. Nigga out there to pee. Can't be out there too long. It's fucking hot. As soon as I open the door, the fucking heat took some of the air out. That's how hot it is outside. It's 100 degrees outside, y'all. Go ahead, man. Y'all can call in. Y'all got questions? Go ahead and call in. Number up there, strolling. That nigga be tripping. No, you can't start that too long. That fucking heat is crazy. Trying to let him go out there and get this little thing off. You probably gonna need some water when you come in here too. It's hot, man. Well, y'all call a number, man. I know y'all got questions. Don't act like y'all ain't got no questions. You good? That tongue out, ain't it? This nigga tripping. I should have left the gate on. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Go ahead and call in, man. I'm waiting. What's that? All right, bad people. Come on, man. Call up in here, man. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Go ahead and call in. I'm leaving the line open for a little minute. Get your... Don't do that. Ain't nobody calling in. Okay. All right, I'm ready to get out this live stream. I hiding this behind the scenes. Shoot. All right, leave your comments at the like button. Support your boy, Mr. Obia. Peace and love to the world.